Have you ever had that favorite rifle or shotgun that you felt like you shot better than everything else? Well, chances are you probably did, and it was because it actually properly fit you. The way we buy guns today has changed, thanks to the folks at Boyds Gunstocks. In the past, if you wanted a gun that properly fit you, you were just basically relying on getting lucky. But today, they have their series of @1 gun stocks for both rifles and shotguns. And what the @1 series does is it allows for adjustments in both the comb and the length of pull. Now, you may be asking yourself, hey, I've heard all those terms, but I don't really know what they mean or what they do. Well, you're about to find out. For the purposes of this video, we're going to discuss the length of pull. There are several ways that you can measure the length of pull. One of the old, steadfast, tried and true ways was to simply take the rifle, place it in your elbow, and grip it like normal. And if that was comfortable, that would be a correct length of pull. While this method for measuring the length of pull may seem overly simple, it's tried and true and it's effective. While there's a lot of other ways and a lot of other measurements that people will go by to properly measure the length of pull, this one's worked for years. Now you may ask yourself, what exactly does that do? Well, to simplify things, it keeps you from getting scope eye whenever you're shooting a magnum caliber. Having an improper length of pull causes inconsistencies in your shooting form. If it's too short and you're on the scope, we've already addressed the fact that you can get scope eye. If it's too long, the butt of the rifle will rest in your bicep, increasing the amount of recoil that you feel, particularly when shooting magnum calibers. For those of you out there that are recoil sensitive, keep in mind that this is especially important for you because a gun that fits you properly will feel like it kicks less. Whenever you're up and standing in a normal shooting position, the proper length of pull is typically a little bit longer for a shooter than it is whenever you're laying in the prone position. That's because when you're in a prone position, your shoulders are forward and your head typically comes back just a little bit. Boyds recognized this problem with the @1 whenever they designed its push button adjustability. So for the user, for those of you that change shooting positions quite often, you can make marks down here on the rods that run through the buttstock for standing and for prone, so you can have a gun that fits you properly regardless of what position you find yourself in whenever you're going to take your next shot. One thing that's been proven and it's been said time and time again, having a properly fit rifle will make you a better shot. The easiest way to get that is to get your very own Boyds @1 gun stock.